Welcome back, Odyssey Genesis fam. If you're wondering why I've got Chang'e here, it's because she likes to get drunk in the moonlight, so who doesn't want that from a healer, right? So this video is going to be about mid-game, where I am right now. I'm actually changing my stamina priority of where I'm choosing to spend my stamina. If you haven't already and you're in the early game, you should check out my previous video about stamina spending, where if you're in the early game, I recommend you spend the majority of your stamina in Grand Archives, leveling up your perk trees for your different classes. But now the point I'm at, where I'm team level 51, if you look at my perk trees, like in the Guardian tree, I have 1 point in every skill, so I have the entire tree unlocked. In the Assassin tree, I have the entire tree unlocked. In the Mage tree, I have the entire tree unlocked, and that's because I spent a lot of time farming Grand Archives in the beginning. Now, the Priest tree, I actually only have the top skill and the third page unlocked. And the reason why I haven't gone further is a lot of these abilities you get on the third page of the Priest tree, I feel like they don't add a lot of benefit to me. And my Priest is already healing very well. She heals everybody to full. And if you look here, like this is an additional perk where she can heal at the end of turn. The problem is I'm already using this perk here, Seal of Wisdom, where she distributes all damage across the entire party and then heals everyone. So I feel like I'm already using Seal of Wisdom, so I don't know that this perk would do anything for me since I'm never going to equip it. And then here, there's a perk upon where if the healer dies, then you'll deal damage and you'll remove debuffs, but I don't want my healer dying, so that's not a situation I hope to ever see. This one, basic attacks can remove a buff from the enemy, but I'm not planning a lot of basic attacks with my healer, so that's kind of useless. This is another one where if you die, you can do additional healing to your team. Okay, that's fine, I guess, but I don't plan on my healer dying very often. This one involves if you dodge a magic attack, and I don't think my healer is going to be dodging that many magic attacks, so leveling up the Priest tree is not a priority for me. Now, one thing I do want to level up is the Ranger tree, which is level 1. I haven't spent any time in here, and I did get Artemis, so I need to eventually go in here and level up this tree just for her, but I feel like that's going to be a lot of work, and she doesn't really have any gear, so that's on the back burner. And I'm obviously no points in warrior because I don't have any warriors. I'm not planning to get any. I might pull Mulan in about 3 weeks, but I'm probably not. I'm planning to save for Freya instead. So if I'm not spending my stamina in Grand Archives anymore, because I think it's kind of diminishing returns at this point, you're wondering, where am I spending my stamina? Am I doing it in adventure mode? And again, if you watch my first video, I recommend spending as little time in stamina in adventure mode as possible. Why would you want to go in here for these beacons and souls? No, I think you should get those from the guild store because you get packs of them instead of one at a time. It's much more efficient to spend the guild contribution to earn those. So don't spend your stamina in adventure mode. What I'm finding is now I'm at the point where, if you look, I have a lot of SSR gear that I'm getting that I'm not able to level up. Like I've got level 10, level 20, level 20. These things are not fully leveled, and the ones that are leveled, I'm bringing them up to like level 50, level 60 at this point. And when you get to level 50 on your equipment, you need 20 of these Odin's Eye to upgrade from level 50 to level 60. And when you're level 60 equipment, it takes 99 of these Odin's Eye to upgrade from level 60 to level 70 on your equipment. So where do you get those Odin's Eye? You get them from Astral Shore. And right now, I can complete Astral Shore level 55, and about 2 out of 3 times I will get 1 Odin's Eye from a successful clear. So it's not even every time. That means it takes about 450 stamina to farm 20 Odin's Eye to upgrade a level 50 to level 60. So That's a lot of stamina that's being sunk into Astral Shore level 55 just to level one equipment up. It's basically 2 full recharges of your stamina to do that. And if I were to bring a level 60 up to level 70, that's 5 times that. So that's 15 or 14 recharges of stamina just to level one item from level 60 to level 70. But the other thing is, it's not just the Odin's Eye, it's also the cost involved, because you have to spend a lot of gold to upgrade your equipment. And as I'm upgrading more and more equipment, I'm running out of gold more often. You can see right now I have 3.2 million gold, and I feel like that's not enough. I feel like you need at least 5 million gold so that you're comfortable and you're not worried about hitting the upgrade button and not having enough gold to do what you want to do. Because in addition to upgrading equipment, you also want to upgrade your gems. As you can see, I have where's a good example? So here I've got like level 4 gems on my Lilith, and I can't upgrade them because, well, 1, I don't have the other gems to melt, but 2, I don't have the gold to afford it because all that money is going into upgrading equipment as well. So at this point in my game, there's 2 things that are holding me back. One is the gold, and the other is the Odin's Eye farming. And eventually, I'm going to be able to beat level 60 Astral Shore. Right now, my characters are level 52, and I feel like the problem isn't my characters, it's the equipment. Because my Merlin is pretty well decked out, right? She has like level 50, level 60 gear. My Valkyrie has like level 50, level 60 gear. It's kind of embarrassing, her weapon and her armor. But those 2 can stand the fight of level 60. But you look at like my Chang'e, she's got level 30, like hat and clothes, and she like dies pretty quick. And like my Dracula, he's got a couple level 30s on there, and I'm hesitant to upgrade the SR equipment because I feel like I have other SSR gear that's not leveled up, and I'd rather do that instead. So I kind of need to gear up my characters a little better, or at the same time, if they gain levels, then I can start farming level 60 and I'll get Odin's Eye more frequently. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to do. And if you're wondering, so this is where you get the Odin's Eye from, right? Like, where do you get the gold? You get the gold from farming Joint Strike, which is only available for, I think, yeah, it's only 1 hour a day, and it's not on Sundays, I'm pretty sure. But Joint Strike is the best place to farm gold. One time I farmed Joint Strike over and over, and even without the Supreme Rewards, you just keep going. And I made like 3.3 million in 1 hour of farming Joint Strike before. So my plan now is alternate between farming Joint Strike if I'm below 5 million gold, as well as farming Astral Shore, the highest level possible, to get these Odin's Eye so I can upgrade my equipment. And that's basically my plan. I mean, priorities change as you go from early game to mid game. And then eventually I do want to go in, I want to farm the Ranger tree for Artemis. And at some point, if I pick up Mulan, I may want to farm the perks for the Warrior tree as well. And then once I'm comfortable with all my trees, then I'll start going into like the Mage tree and start farming up, you know, there's some additional stats here. I can add extra intelligence, extra hit points. I mean, that's not going to be a priority, but, you know, for the daily Supreme Rewards, this would be a good place to spend kind of that overflow of the perk tree in there. So that's my plan. Things are changing. I'm starting to gear up my characters, and I'm getting SSR drops to happen in Astral Shore. So my characters are starting to be decked out in their endgame equipment slowly. This is not endgame, of course, this mask, which is really ugly, and I'm hoping to replace as soon as possible. But yeah, that's where I'm spending my stamina now. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and good luck. Have fun, everybody.